Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode, another NBA video, another night where we're scratching our heads trying to figure out what happened. You know, I've been playing NBA DFS for a long time, and let me tell you something. Something that's hit me the last couple nights. When you start a new season of NBA, you tend to follow the last year's trends. Trends, I should say. Like Luka. My man Luka was, in my contest, 90% owned, $11,000, 36 fantasy points. Cost me big time. The Spurs, I don't know what came over me. I played Vassell and Walker. The night before I had McDermott. McDermott had 5 points. Lonnie Walker was out there looking like Clyde Drexler. Vassell was out there looking like Gary Payton. I played him the next night. When Walker starts, 21 fantasy points. Vassell, 16 fantasy points. Aaron Holiday, he started for Washington, for Dinwiddie. When Aaron Holiday was on Indiana, he started, he could give me 30, 40 fantasy points. He gave us 13.50 fantasy points. Everybody else, Randall, Bain, the Memphis guards, they've been doing their job. Those Memphis guards they've been crucial to winning lineups. And if you look into it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Bain, Morant, and Melton. Even Adams in some games. I had Harrell. Everybody else had Harrell. My contest, he was 100% owned. I was the only one with Jeremy Grant. He had 36. That's fine. You don't expect everybody to give you 6 times, a 6-time multiplier, but 13 fantasy points from a starting point guard, 21 fantasy points from Lonnie Walker. When he comes off the bench and gives you 35, it doesn't make any sense. Today, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. Today, I'm going mid-range. Jokic, Giannis. Yeah, you can still trust them. But Luka, even Durant, he's giving you 40 fantasy points, 45 fantasy points. You need 60 and 70 to win these contests. People are not slow anymore. People are smart. So you really got to up your game if you're trying to win at DFS, especially NBA. So enough with the then, and let's get with the now. I'm going to a man that, for point guard, I'm going to a man that I've been overlooking since the season started. And that's mainly because there's been so much good value at the guard, especially with Memphis, and then, you know, other teams that had good players that where the pricing was broken. But now the pricing is getting where it should be, and now we really got to start thinking outside the box. So I like Sacramento and New Orleans. I'm looking for an up and down game. I'm looking for a close game, and those are the games that people have been winning. Games going into overtime. We've seen it like 2, 3 nights already. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm gonna um, make at least one lineup around. But so let's just start with point guard, and let's go get Devontae Graham, who's been playing well this season. Only at 6K. At 6K, he's averaging 33. That's a decent price. We got no Brogdon today. So I'm going to go to Duarte. Duarte is... he's aggressive even with Brogdon on the court. So without Brogdon, Duarte should really eat tonight. 5.5K. He's averaging 30 fantasy points. I don't see him wetting the bed today. I really don't see how he could fail. Brooklyn, this should be a high scoring game, up and down also. And this should be a really good spot for Duarte. Right now at small forward, I'm going to go to the Cole MVP. And I need you guys to excuse me. I'm under the weather. I'm battling a sickness, so just bear with me, please. I just wanted to get out of the NBA video because I know if I was having a rough couple nights, I know you are too. So I'm trying to get us all back on track. So just bear with me, please. All right. Like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, so you know when I drop a video. And I'll drop a video every day, no matter how I feel. So let's get on with our co-MVP. Our co-MVP, the first one, Harrison Barnes. You can't deny he's giving you the minutes. He's scoring like 27 a game. He's grabbing rebounds. Like, I'm telling you this without even looking at his stats. 37, 38, 36, 39 minutes a game. 19, 20, 13, 18 field goal attempts a game. 11, 6, 10, 6 three-pointers a game. 9, 15, 7, 9 rebounds a game. Not really with the blocks and steals, but everything else is stupid. Everything else is retarded. So, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's averaging 45 fantasy points a game. Listen, I'm playing Harrison Barnes. Now for our other MVP of the season, that power forward. Price very closely to Harrison Barnes. Miles Bridges. Listen, you're going to hear a lot of people say, oh, he can't keep it up. That's the problem with DFS. People never want to accept when there's new sheriffs in town. Miles Bridges is official. He's beneficial this season. And he deserves to be looked at as an elite DFS player, because he's averaging 45 fantasy points. So if he's averaging 45 fantasy points for the season, why can he not keep it up? Why does he not get the respect he deserves? I've been playing Bridges, so I'm not talking about myself, but Lonzo, on the other hand, I don't know what's going on with his minutes, and you can clearly fade Lonzo off the strength that he's not playing full minutes. He's not even playing at the end of the game sometimes. And if you're going to pay $8,000 for a point guard, you're going to need him in those closing minutes. In those closing minutes, you get anywhere from 8 to 15 fantasy points in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, Lonzo, going to have to take a little break. But for our center, we're going to go to someone that's severely underpriced for a game that I'm targeting. You got Rashawn Holmes, 29 minutes, 18 minutes, 32 minutes, 29 minutes. He's going to play 30 minutes unless he's in foul trouble. 11 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 11 rebounds, 12 rebounds. 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 2 blocks. Sometimes he's in foul, he's having a little foul issues. But at 5.8K, I think I'll take that chance. Fantasy points: 45, 29, 36, and 35. Yeah, I'll gladly take that shot at 5.8K. So these are going to be my core 5. If Jokic is playing and I can find enough value, I might play Jokic. Cause he could give you 70. But for right now, these guys I trust. I trust my life to go into battle with DFS, so I'm fine. Alright? Let's jump to Fanduel. Alright, boys and girls. No Brogdon at 5.7K. I will snatch McConnell. The issue is, I know what he did last year with no Brogdon. Hopefully it stays the same. They are playing Brooklyn, so the matchup is nice. I hope McConnell doesn't make me regret this. But I'm playing him. He also helps with my lineup build also. So he's serving two purposes. Shooting guard. If Braun is not playing, I know Westbrook will give me 25 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists, 10 turnovers. Right? I'll still take the fantasy points. 20 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, 10 turnovers, 50 fantasy points. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it? Right now, I'll leave him. If I end up switching this up, I will put it in the comments. Because the thing is, they're playing Cleveland, and they got Twin Towers, so Westbrook thinks he's going to be driving to the hole and just laying up on people's heads. He's got another thing coming. And the more I think about it, the more I think I'm gonna fade Westbrook tonight, to be honest with you. 94, 92, Jimmy Butler. You know what? I'm going to play Butler instead. He's been playing well this season. He's averaging 48 fantasy points. And Charlotte likes to run and gun. So you know what? Let's do it. I'm not playing with Westbrook. He's going up against Cleveland. He's not going to be able to drop to the hole like that. And then on top of that, he's a turnover monster. So I'm alright. Okay, so from there, let's go get one of my co-MVPs. 8,000. That's fine with me. In DFS, you gotta learn to trust people. I trust Bridges. He has a motor. That's all. If you're paying for somebody, over $6,000, $7,000, you want him to have a motor. He has a motor. We all seen it. We all know it. I'm sticking to Bridges, my co-MVP, and that's it. Nothing more to talk about. At power forward, I don't know if this guy's most improved. I don't know. Now he's healthy. Mo Bamba, when he's not in foul trouble, is an absolute monster for the minutes that he plays. Whenever you get a chance to watch the Mamba, take it without thinking about it. And yeah, I know they got a lot of good plays, but right now it's about having your salary paid off by your fantasy points. And one place I know I could go where that's going to happen is at 5.1K with a starting center, Precious Achiuwa. He's averaging about 25 fantasy points. He's going to be needed against Mamba and Carter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he leaves me. I have 6,375 to play with the rest of my spots. That's a really well balanced lineup where everybody can give you at least over 40 fantasy points. And that's what you're looking for. You can't go stars and scrubs, have your scrub give you 15 fantasy points and win anymore. Every roster spot must be able to give you high 30s and up in fantasy points. If they can't give you 30 fantasy points or more, don't play them. Because you know what's going to happen? When the night ends and the games are done, you're going to be curled up in your bed like fried shrimp, and you're going to be pissed off at the world because you lost all your money. balance out your lineups. Make sure every spot, every roster spot has an upside. And if you do that, you enter small contests, and you pay attention to news right before lock, you'll be successful. All right. So this is Fanduel. Let's jump to Superdraft. We do have Superdraft people out there. I already made it a little bit earlier. Right now, this is my initial build. With news and all that good stuff, things can change. But as of now, and there are good plays on here. So I might make more than one lineup. But for now, we're going to go Fox in this high-scoring game that we hope for, 1.25. Playing Devontae Graham because he's been playing well in on his new team. 1.45. Will Barton if Jokic does not play. Even if he plays, I might leave him because he has a better role. He's asked to do more. He's more of a facilitator also. So he'll pay off his ticket. Duarte with no Meccano, 1.6. Should be aggressive. Miles Bridges, my co-MVP. Harrison Barnes, the second person on that co-MVP. 1.4 and 1.35 respectively. And Valanciunas, one of the best centers for this season. He's averaging 47 fantasy points and his multiplier is 1.35. And even on a bad day, Valanciunas will give you high 30s in fantasy points. So he's very safe and he's very reliable. That's all you're looking for. Listen, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys' time. I know it's a busy Friday. I know it's payday. Y'all probably getting your direct deposit and then picking up the wife, heading to the Red Lobsters, about to get some surf and turf. I see y'all. But nah, good luck. Any news, we'll throw it in the chat. Do you have any questions you want to ask me in private? Instagram, Twitter, link. Even though I am a little bit under the weather, I definitely will be checking messages a lot closer to lock to make sure you guys are on the right track. If you need anything, if you're new here, subscribe, please. Hit the bell so you know when we drop videos. We're heavy on the NBA. If you request any other videos for any other sport, I'll make it. And thumbs up the video so that YouTube knows that I'm trying to help you guys out. And we could build our army, build our DFS army. And that's about it. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you for everything. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.